Now the market actually ended up giving us the move, bro. The first trade hit our stop loss, but I sent you after. I was like, yo, buy again and put the same stop loss. I capitalized in this trade, bro. Chat, I'm eating the best peaches I ate.
Who you was talking to today?
Well,
On the phone here.
what that? Oh, check the bank.
You check the bank.
Yeah, man.
I was thinking, bro.
Bro, I ain't had that guy in so
Mm.
Hello.
Walaikum salam. How's everyone?
Oh, we're doing good, bro. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, man. I'm good. Suleiman, how are you, man? Suleiman number two.
I'm good, bro. How are you?
Are you ready? Have you taken your notes? You're ready to deliver today?
Yeah, man.
Ah,
Bro, that's so important.
my guy.
How you been, though? How's your day been today, bro?
I'm not gonna lie, it's been good. I was in the office, obviously, hard work, came back,
Mm.
trading, I mean, finished at 3, and then obviously had a bit on nap, went back to my parents and stuff, and literally just go back home now, man. How are you guys?
We've been good too, man. Alhamdulillah, bro. It's been a nice little chill day. Bro, I was sleeping from the time we texted, so
Neither,
was
bro. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, this is what I usually do. After I finish everything, I come home. At least I try to have a nap every single day of an hour 30 max, then carry
now.
on. You know.
Nah, for real, you just needed some time. I'm streaming on Instagram as well. I hope you don't mind.
Yeah, yeah, of course, it was no problem, no problem.
Now we are just trying to catch some people on that life as well. So
It's
you
fine,
know
no
we're
problem.
building a nice community out here though. But
Yeah.
how is the chat been today? Alhamdulillah, finally we kind of have some
And this is
volume.
what I'm saying. I'm not gonna lie. Initially, I think it was yesterday that we had the loss or something like that. I was
Yeah.
I was a bit like, what's happening with this pair? But then again, obviously, sometimes you just gotta let the market do whatever it needs to do.
No, for real. Same here, man. Yesterday's trade, I had a feel at the time you text me as well. I had a feeling, okay, this might start to pull back further
Mhm.
by London, which it did. But after that move, I was just paying attention to like that 1 hour order block because I was like,
Mm.
you know what, probably this still gonna come down there. So when we
Exactly.
get there, it's just matter of waiting for the price to do whatever it gotta do before we have our bullish sign.
Yeah,
And
exactly. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna say I was a bit shocked, but then obviously when I seen the retracement, because obviously it had a lot of volume, so I had
yeah,
to go back to obviously the news platforms and then read through it, and then I came across that obviously there's political uncertainty within France and stuff like that. So
yeah,
which a lot of the times it tends to weigh heavy on the euro. So I think that was the sort of reasoning behind the sort of pullback that we had into the deep ends of the zone that we had marked up on Sunday. But then
yeah,
again, yeah, I mean, I feel like obviously, you know what amazed me the most this week is the
yeah,
fact that obviously how we didn't fall into the FOMO sort of side of things together. I was kind of sitting and reflecting, comparing my obviously this lambing to the lambing a few years ago when I
yeah.
was starting my journey and all of that. And then I was just grateful because obviously if this was well back in the days, I probably would have felt into the formal loop. Maybe trying to revenge trade, take a lot of trades, maybe double down on my positions, or maybe yeah, with revenge trade to be able to make up for the losses. But however, I
Mhm.
feel like from that mindset to this mindset, a lot has changed. A lot has changed. Well, within that, and then I'm very grateful for that. I'm not gonna lie. I was just kind of sitting down, having a little thought, comparing myself to the old Lyman and stuff like that. And then,
Yeah.
I've grown.
Now,
I've grown
for
a
real.
lot.
Same. I feel like I have a reflection on those days as well
Yeah,
today,
exactly.
because especially once when I start to see price, moving so aggressive toward the zone, you will start to think like, oh,
Yeah.
probably just changing the direction. But the fact that I stick with the bias, I feel like it was for the last week analysis, the videos and everything that we've been trying about. That really kept me in the game, you know.
Exactly, this is what I'm saying, and I think I'm not sure if you remember when I said the reason that I've diverted into fundamentals and stuff like that. Because
Yeah.
obviously initially I had the skills, yeah, this, that, blah, blah, blah. But the one thing that didn't make sense to me was the fact that what was behind the real reasoning of a move happening in the market of maybe 100 points, 150 points, or even more.
Hmm.
So I was, it was playing in my mind a little bit. So that's when, like I said, I came into fundamentals, macro and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
then look at it now, it's all paying off and stuff like that. Because, like I said, I'm not gonna lie, I was very confident in the buyers. I'm not gonna lie, because, like I said, they were bullish.
And
I'm
I feel like
on,
we just have like a little portion of the move happening from the air.
exactly,
But again, we're just trying to go with the overall flow of the market. So
exactly,
like, you know.
exactly.
No, it's
But
good, man. It's actually good. He was sleeping, bro.
I was, bro.
yeah, I'm not gonna. You know, with Suleiman and Suleiman number two, we're gonna start putting sanctions on him because obviously,
We're
listen,
gonna
you
have
cannot be on like, not talking, not doing anything, just observing. That's not fair.
mhm, mhm.
But that's not
We're gonna have to. But
Yeah.
I mean now for sure, man. Alhamdulillah, man. We just slowly getting. And this is the EU chart. You see that trade that took me out,
fair.
bro.
Yeah, exactly.
That
Same trade I
the
have there. Same trade, literally same trade.
bro, the mindset before here and for this trade, to be honest, like the lesson that I learned here is so simple as well. You know why? Because before this time here, I shouldn't take a trade. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And even if I look by the like looking at these candles here,
yeah,
compared to this three pin formation here, or even these ones here, you know, these ones like they makes much more sense rather than this one here. And plus, we're still within the zone when I was taking this
exactly,
trade.
exactly.
It was a little bit formal there, you know, but it cost me a few dollars to, you know, to find
Mhm.
out and try to stick with my plan. You know what I mean?
Nah, even me, I think I had because obviously the way I do I tend to raise 1% per obviously per position, but the way I do it, I split that 1% into actually not even 1% because of the not even 1%. I'm risking right now not 0.5% depending on the setups that I have, and then
Yeah,
that not and not zero point 0.5 divide that into two, so that's not 0.25, not 0.25, and then I
yeah.
had for those positions taken out. However, it was not half a percent overall, which was good. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't say I felt a bit of FOMO. I felt like this zone was invalid.
Mm,
Number one, because of the fact that the way my zones are, it was from a whole cycle level to a quarter cycle level. There's about 20 points in between that. So I was
yeah,
very confident. And then on top of that, I was following the news and stuff like that. It was all making sense. And then obviously investors and stuff like that and bankers they had obviously they
yeah.
still had the outlook of the euro saying that it needs to go up to I think they're forecasting right now at 1.20 or something like that.
Yeah, and at one point, and if you look at the chart here, we even have a psychological number aligned onto that level as well. If I just try to prove it, you see, like 1.20 has been my target on the EU for so long now.
Yeah.
No, but for sure, man. Overall, the movie is just currently just starting. It's just a nice, you know, recap to see what's gonna happen by end of the week. But for
Mhm.
me, the idea is just simply stay the same thing. I was just sharing this thing to someone.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, man, and special after we having this kind of behavior around the level, you know.
Mhm.
And the one thing, you know, what I was telling you about
Yeah.
on the phone, the last video there about the order block.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing that is basically happening. So if I just simply remove all these lines here, because if we use this as the 4 hour order block at the time when the market was open, you know, you would have probably bid someone and say once price start to fail, you would have completely ignore the zone. But like I was saying on the video there, price can do this, break above it, and then retest it and actually respect the order. And if you
And then
get
obviously our contra make it a bit smaller the chart.
a bit small,
Yeah, and that's okay. Because even if you look at the zone that you've got marked on that area of supply, you look at
Yeah,
it, we've had a lot of obviously buyers, premature buyers in here. So eventually the market needs to take all of that out before it gives the real move. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of the times, when there's obvious zones at a place, the market does not really gonna give you it's not gonna let you just take it like that. It's gonna
yeah,
entice people and use them as liquidity before it moves to the desired direction that it wants to go. But yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna lie. Obviously the patience and then the psychology behind everything from the start of the week to now it's been amazing. And then obviously we're able to see the results. That's why they say that um,
yeah.
I'm a restricted trader is obviously I'm a profitable trader, and then in this case, it's clearly he has
Mm,
clearly shown us that obviously by us following our rules, being patient, and then letting the setup play by itself, there's always opportunities in the market. But yeah, other than that, I think I had positions on the on euro. I had
yeah.
others on the Swiss franc. I had an entry on GU and then EU card.
I
Those,
told you he was gonna kill the market this week.
those are the four pairs that I've been monitoring since week.
Nah, for sure. That is solid. I took a trade on this and gold as well. If you look at gold, bro, like from last, bro, do you remember that area, bro? Literally the night before I wake up, and that happened around 1 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Gold is completely just gone crazy, and from there, price is really bullish. I took some buys here on
Mm-hmm.
the 15-minute time frame after I start to see price closing back above this counter
Mm-hmm.
trend line here.
Mm-hmm.
I closed my first position here, and then it pulls back this during New York today as well. I seen price start to like do the same thing around here. If I just use the same knowledge here, the counter trend here, once I start to see price breaking that on the 5-minute time frame, I find a nice quick entry on gold here and just ride it to the target. 34,000 as we were discussing. I feel like gold is gonna actually go
At
again.
least the 4,000. That's my prediction. At least the 4,000.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna go higher
4,000. Yeah.
sometime. But yeah, man, for euros, there's really nothing much to do. I'm gonna look for some more entry by end of the week for sure, because I'm only having like a confirmation after seeing this 4 hour candle
Yeah.
video here, and plus we're closing back above the key level that we've been monitoring as well. So I'm just gonna have to see from London to New York what's
Mm-hmm.
price behavior around this area. I'm gonna look for more entries and see if we can actually target that high here by end of the week. But other than that, I feel like there's nothing much to do. We did all the work on Monday, to be honest.
That's what I'm saying. On Monday it was just a case of seeing and waiting,
Yeah.
waiting with obviously with the gun there ready to the trigger.
Nah, for sure, man. But here we are now, man. With the weekly update. How about, do you wanna share your chart as well? We can see
Yeah, of
what's
course, I don't mind. Yeah, I'll do that.
yeah, you can just share it and then I'll add it up there.
Yeah, I've shared it already.
Okay, trade that we're talking here, Tom.
Trust me. Look at it. You remember on Sunday I said that this was one of my areas, obviously literally in the middle of the rally here. But then that area got invalidated, and then I had this other area already marked up on Sunday as well. So
Mhm.
literally simple. What I did, I just let the market take all of that in here. Then obviously come to my desired area. Then that's when I start. I kind of scaled back to the 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Then obviously entry was literally after I've seen this first candle, second candle, and literally at the open of New York. That's when we had this crazy volume that came all the way here, and then I
But the
think
volume actually came unexpectedly around 4
this,
p.m. I was like,
this,
yo, what is
this is
this?
what I'm saying. Because I'm not gonna let usually at 4 p.m. Because obviously with the market, what I've noticed after New York, there's volume that comes in at 1 o'clock to maybe 2, then kind of slows a bit down. Then at
Yeah,
3 p.m. there's another
yeah,
volume that comes in.
that comes in, yeah, for
So
sure.
after 3 p.m., I wasn't really expecting anything to happen. But then when this crazy rally happened, I'm like, yo, what's going on in here?
I thought it was Trump talking again, bro.
Yeah, exactly. But then, yeah, I think this was 1 to 4. But then, however, like I usually do,
Mhm.
I entered then at 1 to 2, which was 40 points, literally somewhere around here. I've taken
Yeah.
about what 70% volume off, and then now
Yeah.
I'm just sitting on this last 30%. That's I'm
Nah, for sure.
going
Me too, man. I close like literally almost like 50 to 55% of my position, so
exactly
I can have more, margin on my account to be able to open next trade. You know what I mean? And
exactly.
the remaining trade is just gonna hold you a bit from the drawdowns. You know what I mean? So
Nah,
yeah,
100%. And then literally, this is what I'm saying. If this was old Lamin, I'm not gonna lie. Here, I probably would have blown an account maybe because I would have
I probably would have done that too,
Oh,
bro.
I'm telling you.
So, so yeah, nah, for sure, bro. Like,
Then obviously this was on GEU. Then I had obviously Euro, which was similar to GEU. Obviously we had to like we said on the on Sunday, we're expecting a reaction to happen around here, but then it failed us, and then it decided to come all the way to the deeper end of things.
yeah,
So yeah, it was still valid. We've waited this to be cleared out,
yeah,
obviously in our zone.
for sure.
Then literally after that's happened, let me after that's happened, first entry was literally first candle, second candle entry was literally around there. A bit of drawdown, and then it pushed up. So yeah, then again, same criteria. One to you are taking 60 to 70% volume off, and then I'm now seeing on the 30% that have got remained, and obviously stops are on break even at this point.
No, yeah, man, for sure. I'm not. It's all stop losses are in profit as well.
And then this was the crazy trade. I'm not gonna lie.
Ooh,
This
that
one
was solid.
this one just came in heavy, man. But yeah, same
Bro,
criteria.
this is literally two, three candle dump to TP, bro. That's,
Man, come to wherever I wanted to go. But
hey, I
yeah,
can see you
mm,
been feeling cut, bro.
yeah. Obviously, we all know that Paul is giving speeches and stuff like that,
Yeah,
and it was only right for us to be looking at obviously bearish dollar against the cat. So yeah,
no,
same criteria. We had this internal sort of supply area in here. We marked it out, which was really much, which was aligning with our obviously whole cycle level and then our quarterly cycle level. So anything in here is a trigger point for us to enter. Then again, the market got into that area.
hmm,
First candle, second candle, we entered in here and then we're holding it for almost 2 days now. But yeah, same criteria, got to 30 points, taken 70% off, and now we're just seeing 30%, 30% is already is also taken. It's already also banked in, and
yeah.
the last trade for this week was this one.
That's another crazy dump down there, bro.
Swiss.
I told you he's gonna kill the market this week.
Do you know with this one?
I
Do you know with this one? When I seen this, I had to humans. I was like, what's gonna happen? Is this zone gonna be invalidated? But then obviously looking at fundamentals and macro.
yeah,
We had our buyers bearish on dollar, meaning that obviously if there's a risk on market, then obviously the Swiss franc tends to go the opposite, the opposing direction well, yeah, it tends to be bearish whenever the dollar is bearish as well. But if there's a risk of market, then obviously the Swiss franc tends to rally
yeah,
up. So this is what happened, and then the one conviction that gave me the market is gonna drop from here, from past experiences, without it coming here, trying to take all of this out. This what I call it premature, maybe sellers, buyers, whatever you want to call it. Then
yeah,
once the market got here, entry criteria, two bearish candles, in my zone. Then
mhm.
obviously taking the trade. Literally, I think it was in New York Open, no? No, actually, it was in London. Yeah, London Open. Literally here, because my window time frames are from 9 to 11, then from 1 to 3. Then this was
Yeah, for
within.
sure. Guys in the charts and not being in the trading session, you don't know the market.
We had to our entry candle in here, first bearish candle, pretty much done for the month, maybe, or let's just see something very very good. Which in this case it might be on the pound. Let me
Yeah,
let me scale back to the 4 hours. Okay, we can now see that the pound is clearing these highs here. So maybe you might expect something around here. That's a like.
This 4 hour candle is literally just 1 hour, one candle, and a little up dip more pullback. But the
Yeah,
lower time frame will
exactly.
give us that pullback that you can start to like, try to actually track my thing by recording and everything. Especially the call that we had on.
Exactly. I feel like it made a huge difference. I'm not gonna lie, because a lot of the times, you see with me and I tend to be a bit lazy sometimes. I don't really wanna take accountability or anything like that. But since we
Yeah.
started school, I'm like, I'm gonna be on a call with Sule, so I need to stick to whatever I've said that I was gonna do. So it's a good thing. That's why they say that obviously if you're trading.
Yeah, for sure. You will see this is gonna change a lot of things, bro.
Exactly, and that's why they usually say if you're obviously in the whole world of FX and stuff like that, it's good to have someone that you might take
Oh,
accountability here and there. Okay, this is what I've seen at the start of the week. Okay, how is that going midweek? Have you stuck to your rules? Have you stuck to your risk management? Have you done this? Have you done that? So on that note, you can't really lie to yourself. You get it because someone's keeping you
sure,
accountable.
bro. Well, like, let me 1 second. Let me send this link to Bilal. He's gonna join us. So
That Bilal is not serious, bro.
he's there. He's watching us right now. He's gonna join. Let's see and later on for no catch up, bro. Join. Let me tell my serious. You.
Bilali.
Nah, bro. I mean, for sure, man. I feel like at this point from now on, we just gotta be patient and let the market do its thing. Cause
Like I said, if I'm able to help anywhere, I'm not there yet. I'm still trying to be like Suleiman. But
now I'm trying to be like you. You done your work, bro. I'm just gonna try share my charts as well and see um what we might be looking for. First, we're just gonna simple. I'll just start with the dollar, man. Like that, the only reason I'm confident on this trade that they're gonna dump further by looking at the XY here is crazy. We're actually gonna have to dump at least take out this low here or even this low here. And you can see on every USD we still haven't take out that first low yet. So we're good. The XY looks so clean, bro. The dollar needs to actually dump.
oh yeah, even looking at
Alright.
it, Bilali, instead
Why? Why
instead
Lamin say I'm not serious?
Yeah, yeah, cause bro, I can't tangala, bro.
like I don't Bilal didn't want to come see me. I'm not forgiving you for that.
He's
But
a big
I'm a shutter, you know.
man.
Ano, manana kamu ko kotoranta.
But ngayon,
Alhamdulillah. Kaya kwando onang laing lang ya kanta mo. Ya, septiembre hadi ya.
man's coming soon, inshallah.
Yeah,
Come on, come on.
espero.
Ay,
Inshallah. A ver si hacemos una quedada en England.
Tú, estaría bien si a todo siempre na con no se le mandan a ver si nos vemos disda, pero este man es muy busy, tío. Ese está haciendo dinero
Come to
por left, right,
Manchester,
center.
guys.
now we're gonna have to do it now, bro. Tamunta oma outside the link up packet, bro. Be like, get that. You're gonna have to be in the UK, man.
Exactly.
Bro, that gonna lake is too much sometimes, bro. What you say?
Nah, now I'm stay few months in England, you know, inshallah.
That's good, man. We hear
Inshallah,
man.
man.
Bungu ngayon, no jama mbure waire de.
Yeah, kaning karangundi, you know, mbatele kembane.
Don't worry, man. Come here. Una me karangun dera ngonde. Una me ngola no kuba ngona era.
Lamin ke?
Nah, well, yeah, man, bro. The DXY is looking super clean, bro. So by looking at this, bro, for me, my trading changed now. The moment I start to see the first candle, I don't care about anything else. The rest, I'm just thinking, okay, the volume just needs to continue going. You know what I mean? But until I see this formation here, like my ideas still need to build up more. You know what I mean? Because this is the only reason that will give me confidence in my trade. Because once this happens, everything else is gonna follow. You know what I mean? So by
Yeah.
looking at this now on the dollar, I'm confident that on the euro as well, we're seeing the same scenario here, but even the crazy volume around that area there. So yeah, man, for sure. For with Euro USD, I'm still bullish. I'm gonna look for like continuation on this trade tomorrow, but to catch that, I'm just gonna simply have to look left. Again, it's the same thing that I'm paying attention to here. If I take this trade from this extreme here, I need to know like what is the key area for this area. Why is price reacting from here anyway? So to catch continuation, I'm probably just gonna pay attention to these key areas here on Euro USD
Mhm.
throughout London and New York. Cause again, like that was the first area we was thinking, oh, we are gonna have to make that head and form above here and then continue. You know what I mean? But
Mhm.
price now breaking that, giving us like nice double bottom here. We can use that area for continuation. So 1 hour time frame, it probably looks a bit clean. Okay,
Mhm.
so now by coming to 1 hour time frame, this area here, I'm not interested anymore. I'll modify it to actually pay attention to most recent area prices reacting. And you can see here is the same thing. If we was continue with this bearish run here,
Mhm.
we need to be really careful of what market might do until we actually take out this high here.
This is what I'm saying, and especially knowing that there's a bit of conflict going in France. Like I said,
Mhm.
when there's a conflict going in these eurozones and stuff like that, it tends to weigh heavy a lot on the pairs that's on a lot of the pairs. For example, if there's political uncertainty going in France and stuff like that, it weighs
Yeah,
heavy on the euro, meaning that whatever is against the euro tends to go the opposing side. And like I said, that was the whole reason that we had the whole sort of rally to the extreme area. But yeah, I think it's just a
sure.
case. If I was to take any trades on euro for this month, I'll probably be waiting for that high, for that recent high to be cleared
This
out.
right here.
Let's
Now,
just say.
I'll use that area as well, but this area here, for me, I
Mhm,
try to understand why is this area reacting from. First, I'll say, okay, this is the first time the price actually start to reject from that area. You know what I mean? So anything from here, and now you
mhm,
can see we kind of have the euro in consolidation zone here. So to save
mhm,
myself either time, I'll see if price try to either come close back below here. That means there is no more idea to buy for this market. But by looks of it, we just knowing that okay, price actually needs to go higher. So we need to take out this high here first, then give us a retest here, which I'm thinking might happen by New York, and then we can look for continuation here. If not, price try to stay around this level here, we might see a further down on the euro as well. You know what I mean?
But
But
then, but then I think when I was going through the fundamentals today, they say that obviously the euro is going to be consolidating around this area, and then they're not seeing any further downside on the euro, so which is a good
now,
news.
the consolidation, if we look on that one day, the daily time frame, we basically trade it in a ranging market. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
if we look at this, is the market we trade in. But the
yeah,
only reason we keep taking advantage of the market is because price is making higher
mhm,
lows within the consolidation. So like even the price is ranging, but we're still trying to make a higher lows because the overall flow for the market, for the range to continue happening, we need to go and take out the actual structure. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
the range is something that we need to expect anyways, because that means there's more orders coming in the
coming
market
into the market. Yeah.
getting more. But yeah, man, for the euro, I believe that we're gonna need to see a nice bullish candle like this as well. But
Mhm.
we don't know when that's gonna
Over
happen. It
this
might
area.
happen this candle, it might happen Friday's candle, but we don't know. Or this week might just try to be around this year. But for sure,
Or
after that
even,
we
or
can.
even I think what's going on with the news for tomorrow. Let me quickly have a look at it.
Yeah, sure. Bilal,
Wagwan, my brother.
bro, ngaire man. Oh man,
Big shutter, you know.
banyak shot again.
Paradiga mo.
Well,
Sule.
See, even if you look at Forex Factory, we have obviously some prelim GDP quarter on quarter on the dollar, which is gonna be tomorrow on the 28th. Then we have unemployment claims. So it depends on how the obviously the numbers come
yeah.
for these two folders in here.
No,
And yeah, I feel like we might see that happening tomorrow if there's a lot of volume that comes into the market, and that
mhm.
hopefully take those highs out of the way, then to further continue going up. And then I think on the 29th, which is a Friday, we also have another GDP, but that's for the CAT month on month. Then we also have PCI for the US dollar. So I believe maybe by this we might be taking those highs.
Nah,
You
for
know.
sure. The volume, like best by looked of the news as well, is like a high impact news. So we should be all right with this move here. For EURUSD, again, I'd love to catch continuation because obviously, like, I take advantage of it. But like, if you have so much room for market to go into all this area here, You just need to like be that guy and try to pay attention to the chart, you know what I mean, and try to take advantage of this move that is happening currently. So, and by looking here, the 4 hour time frame, we kind of already reacting to the area here, which is this level that I just marked on there. So I feel like the euro might start to actually hold that area and continue going, but we're not gonna take any trade based on this here. If price come back down here one more time by New York and start to give us like the same reason here, which is like this formations around here, we'll take the buy. If not, price just because this market can go crazy though. Like if you remember the past moves that happen on euro, there is some crazy
Yeah,
news that happen overnight. So we can actually go by morning and take out these highs here,
yeah, facts.
and then I'll look for a retest around there and look for the same reason there, and then continue buying the price until we get here. I'm just gonna be looking for
And then
more.
reassess everything.
Mhm. But yeah, that would be that for the euro, to be honest. For now, I'm just gonna have to wait for price to come because again, like the same formation that we're looking for, we might see another head and soldier form around here, and then we can actually push higher. Um, but yeah, that will be that for the euro USD for me. What about you, Bilal?
Nakatiring ka na.
Yeah, makanya. Yeah, ano metering ka, makanya.
Nah, yeah, man. I mean, yeah, for sure. Like, I feel like we'll have a nice buy on Euro USD again, by tomorrow or by end of the week. So let's see what happens. But the idea stay the same. We're bullish with the daily time frame. We need more bullish. With gold, to be honest, I
Yeah,
don't
I
think
like this one, yeah.
gold is good, bro. Like, the first trade here on gold that we took here, I took this trade, bro. It's actually crazy because this move here, I was thinking, okay, should I wait for price to come all the way to this other block? But again, you need to think, why is market doing what it's doing? You know what I mean? But when we had this volume kicked in, obviously we're breaking the area that we was looking at. When we make this high here, price did try to pull back. These pullbacks here was the first time price started to reject to the downside. So in my sense, I'm translating this information as like price is not trying to go below this area. Even if it goes below that area, and then it come back above that area. That area is still the area that I will actually use to continue buying that price. So that is why I use gold on that area. I just play this quickly and just push it higher. And then around 12, I was waiting for this 12 p.m. candle to close London time, and I took that trade on the 15-minute candles around somewhere there 2 p.m. I was in that trade here. This I see this bull is engulfing on the 15 minutes. So I take the first trade here, and last night we continued going, but I was like, by overnight we might see a pullback happen on gold. But bro, I feel like if I was on the charts more, I could have been taking advantage of golds over and over
Yeah,
again around this
facts,
trade here.
facts.
Now for
Especially, especially with the speed that gold sent to move is crazy.
Nah, for sure, man. This was by happen, and today we came in the same thing. I was in the chart. I'm paying attention what gold might do. Obviously, if I seen here price actually take out this high based on the recent move that I'll take, so I'll just look for other blocks around here. So all this time, I know gold is rejecting from here, but I wasn't interested on the market until we actually close above this 1 hour bearish candle here. That gave me more idea now that okay, the sellers might be done with this market, so we can try to catch at least the extra move that will happen. That is why I took the previous high here, which is this key area here. I drag it over, and when I see gold close it, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna get in this trade because I'm just trying to continue going with the flow. If I miss the first entry here, the other area for me to take the trade to actually see price closing above some key areas. So, seeing this 15 minute and with the volume that I think the market has, I
Yeah,
just have a confidence that okay, gold might continue going, and that is that trade. And you can see that trade is almost like 1 to 5, but I'll close somewhere around here when I see price start to reject. And
yeah.
on the 5 minute time frame, we see some bearish candle, and you can see since then nothing really much happened on gold.
And then I feel like from obviously looking at the charts just roughly, I don't normally trade gold or anything like that. I feel like gold is gonna do the same movement as well. You know where you have your red marking. Now like
Uh,
Yeah,
Here.
right here. I feel like with this movement in here, it's gonna break above and then give an area of an area of demand. Then obviously to entice early or maybe premature buyers, then it's gonna come back down to somewhere around that's order block in there. That's I think for a 1 hour order block here. I
Yeah,
feel like we're gonna do sort of same movement.
now,
I'm not.
gold pullbacks really quick to give you the move that it needs to do. It just did a pullback quick and then continue going with the flow. But by looking at this, bro, like it's actually crazy that last week we was looking at this price here and today we're here, bro. It's insane though.
Yeah,
And
it
I
really.
feel like gold again, the target for me still stays the same, bro. The structure I'm still gonna have to build with that until we can actually take out this high somewhere soon. It's not gonna happen like this month. It might not happen next month, but gold is crazy though, you know what I mean? But for the structure that we most recently paying attention to again is this here. So therefore we need to take out this structure because this first high here, this high here is not taking out nothing. So the flow stays the same on gold. Just gotta be patient. On this Thursday candle that I'm seeing is going to open on gold now. Again, I'm trying to translate this market information in the same sense because if this Wednesday we open, price then try to sell and start to reject from our key area, the same thing might happen on this Thursday candle that just opened here. So we might try to sell and then reject from the area. So we don't know where that area might be, but by looking at the forward structure and the key area that we'll use, the first area that I'll use, I'm just gonna remove this here and take this here because this
Hmm.
area is what gold is reacting from. So anything above or below here, price is just trying to break the area,
Yeah.
breaking back below it. Now we actually have that break back above that area. So again, we are gonna expect gold to come down here and continue going. But and if I just compare that to structure, we can see here this is the higher high recently because this is not the higher high. It just swapped above it, but we didn't close. So now we make this as our higher low because we actually then close back above this structure here. So let's see, gold is gonna have to pull back somewhere around where even deeper, and then we can continue going. But I'm just gonna have to pay attention to that on the 1 hour time frame
Yeah.
and look at entry on the 15-minute time frame. And you can see that other block that you was talking about is just actually
Yeah.
aligned with that key area
Yeah.
perfectly.
Exactly. This is what I'm saying with the cycle level.
But yeah, man, gold as well is the same thing, bro. Because if we might start to build the same flow here, kind counter trend. Once we start to see that breaks again, we'll take advantage of gold and then try to actually target somewhere around the area. But the
Hmm.
target for gold is simply to take out this structure that we have here. Because again, higher low here. This was a lower low. If
Hmm.
we switch in the structure from here, this is the most recent new high here. So anything below here,
Yeah.
prices building up to take out that structure, and that is my next target on gold. If we have a pullback here and get confirmation, I'm just gonna have to look for some entries on the 15-minute time frame. But yeah, man, we'll stay the same. I feel like the market is actually doing good right now.
Unless there's some heavy maybe fundamentals on the side of the dollar, I'm predicting maybe 4,000 by the end of the year for gold. That's my
No, for
prediction.
sure. Gold is gonna be bullish though, cause bro,
My
again,
prediction.
this market just go with structure though. Like if you understand the higher time frame structure, there is nothing that you will get confused. Cause if we having this structure here on gold, having this structure here on gold, this is the new higher high. If this is higher low here, ideally we need to take out this high, but that didn't happen yet. You know what I mean? So anything here, we just building market structure. Even gold, if gold decide to even pull back further all the way to this wick that you're seeing here, the idea stay the same. It's simply just trying to take these liquidities here and then we can bounce back
And
higher.
rally up there.
I mean, but the goal, the idea is simply the same thing. We need to go and take out this structure here because we're still making higher. Nah, but for sure, man. Let's see by end of the week what we're gonna see in this market, bro.
I mean,
Satan. Nah, but yeah, man. I mean, for me that would be it, man. Gold EURUSD, but I'm gonna pay attention more to your EURUSD because I like it. Yeah,
Boy,
it's
más Santa US está, tío.
Of course, bro. Like US30 is the god, bro. I just this because the account that I'm trading, the leverage on US30 is not too good, so I need to build it a bit more so I can trade US30 more. But US30, bro, like it's always the god, bro. US30 Euro USD. We can just do a quickly analysis because I actually haven't been on this chart. I just have my levels there, but I don't really be trading it. So if I just delete these levels. Yeah, just gonna leave. I'm just gonna delete this psychological number as well. So if I go on the monthly time frame, and I can see like, cause the idea for this, that the monthly low here, when US30 was around here, as long as we stay above here, we're still bullish, and we can see we just take out the previous month high around there. So weekly time frame as well. We're just gonna check the structure. It's actually crazy. This market is making a new all-time high though. This week I'm thinking because bro, we might push into 46, bro. Because the closer we are to this psychological number, you start to just love these numbers, bro. But
Love
we
it. No.
were super bullish and we can see we break 45,000. Clearly we might just run into 46,000, especially now that we are above the mid psychological number, which is 45,500. I believe that US30 will make us some new high. And to even have that confirmed more, the daily structure stay the same, making higher highs here, higher lows, higher highs. You can switch this and use this as higher high, higher lows. We're currently just making the new high around there, and the volume that we're breaking this previous month high here, and the psychological number that is aligned with that here, which is 45,000. So I'm just gonna mark 46,000
Mm-hmm.
30. Um, 0. Yeah, and I feel like it only is gonna take 1 day candle for US30 to actually take out that high. And if you look at the market, whenever it's picking up the orders, this kind of weeks here, this kind of weeks here,
And
this kind of weeks here, this kind of weeks here. So like I have certain that US30 will just try to sell just a little bit all the way to this yesterday low here, and then we're gonna go and take out this high minimum. US30 is simply just gonna go. And by the time, because it's Thursday already, you know what I mean? So the direction for US30 can only be in one direction at this point. And if you wanna wait further, you'll be like, okay, you're gonna wait for this candle to close around here, but you don't have to. Price is breaking above monthly high here. It's already retesting it, and structure is aligning with that. So 4 hour, if we go into 4 hour structure here, I was just using this structures level on US30, higher high, higher lows here. If this is a current higher high here, obviously we would want to see price make a new higher low, but we can't confirm that yet until we see a sign. And by looking at the market where we currently retesting the previous month high, and after we break in 45,000, you can see the candle formation, how they're forming here. And we actually close back above this bearish candle. So this 4 hour candle gives you the direction of US30, what might happen. So again, I feel like yeah. New York open 230, you'll see just 31 candle, 2, 3 candle. It did a massive crazy move and take
I'm
out
not
this.
gonna let the volatility on US 30 is something else, man. I'll be honest.
Crazy. And to like this trade here that is just happened. You see how when I mark this line here, it means that I want to see price close above these lines here, because this will be the actually the order block on the lower time frame or 1 hour time frame sometimes. So I wanted to see price break here and then come actually all the way to the extreme point. So if you had translate that area into like 15-minute order blocks here, I'll take something like this because there is so much weak on here. But US30, you need to catch the entries early on the 5 minute, 15 minutes, you know what I mean? But I was waiting for this price to come all the way somewhere around here so I can catch the move. But you can see here
So
clearly the move go because it didn't come to the area that I was interested. And yeah, today we're just doing this. By tomorrow, all I do on US30, once I confirm market direction, I simply just look for from the area where the move started from and what's the order block on that area. So in that case, I'm just gonna use this area, and I can see that it's aligning with my EMA here. If I use psychological number here, we have 250 breaks here. But it's not really close to any psychological number, but you can use 45,500 for your psychological number there. So
Yeah.
believe US 30 is just gonna do this because again this week they didn't actually tap into the order block. US 30 is so crazy, bro. Like you could be in this trade and feel like price is never gonna come down here. 230 will open, 1 5 minute candle will will come into that area and some
It's
crazy.
very volatile. Yeah.
Now I feel like, bro, this is actually clean down. Looking at US 30 right now, bro. I'm gonna have to pay attention to this area now, Carl. Like,
Mhm.
I believe US 30 is gonna have to respect this area, even if it drops further. I'm not hesitating in this market.
Mhm.
But I know we are gonna take out this high here, and long run we will go into this here. But if I just translate this area here, because the way I catch these moves on US 30, if we had like a legs like this, the next move that is building up, it needs to actually make another leg like that. So if you take from here to here, you can see we're actually taking out the psychological number here and even take out the previous high. So I feel like there will be some nice move on US 30 probably by Friday as well if price don't try to sell from here, because looking at this area here is another area that you need to pay attention to. So for me, these two area, I'll just pay attention on US 30. I want to see price either trade above here by New York, or I want to see price really close to this area by 230. So yeah, I feel like US 30 is looking super clean as well, Carla. But yeah, man, we do still trade US 30, bro. It's it's
It's a
one.
good.
Ora kento ko kama ka.
Bro, come here, man. Anta hosunta to kairan. We market ke opportunity ke ga no beta no na no nya. That is the goal.
Explore the opportunity.
The market ke smash a quick time, bro. I do that.
Akin to hoko no kaso hindi taba niya na may sa akin kay group chat ka na ti okay kuan in trade nung ti okay
Now,
okay
now, I'm not being a whole lot. You know, with me, and I've tried to systemize everything to the simplest way that I can. Like, literally, like I told you, what was it now on Sunday? I literally needed to say A, B, C, backed by fundamentals. That's it. I'm in it. I'm in the
that's it.
trade, and then I'm not really how to put it into words. I don't probably in a week I might be
Okay.
taking three positions maybe, but those three positions are positions that can kind of split them into two positions, making it seem like it's six positions. But however, my risk, I've split that into two. That's what I usually do most of the times. But then, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not, my trades. I think based on my trades are like what 14, 15, 18 ish on a monthly basis. It's not a lot of trades.
Nah, for sure, man. I feel like me now as well. I try to cut my trades and more, man. Like a very, very, very less trade, bro. That's why I try to understand what is the direction for the market.
Because
Yo
Like
ako
I
na
feel
go
like
siri.
when this get kununya that
Malaka
essence,
ko na go siri ngarniyo kanin si Randy.
bro. I
because,
that's it. Why can you have ni, bro?
you know,
Odo the kun trading more on here now, bro. Like trying to trade that, bro. And
exactly.
tamping bro.
Because
Wala.
ang nga to ko Suleiman, you remember ogara first call kebe kita era mungo anti kundai o sea hosurunga 9 to 8 trading simana himbe and 9 to 5 is completely two different worlds.
For
So the
real, bro.
way you earn obviously on your 9 to 5 is opposing to the way you need to be earning on the financial markets and stuff like that. And then when people come into this industry with the obviously 9 to 5 whatever it is, they think that they need to be doing a lot more every single day. And then sometimes just you by sitting on your hands like that without doing anything, you're actually doing something. Do you get it? And then
Nah,
what people don't understand, I feel like, is within this whole industry is that the less you do, the better it is. Because, like I said, even with a 30% win rate, or even bring it lower, a 20% win rate, you could actually you could actually be profitable.
Nah, for sure, man. Like the less you trade, the more your this mindset will even become for
Exactly.
me.
The less,
Like
because
you can.
even I'm not gonna lie, I think it used to happen to me on my first second year. I feel like if I'm not actively doing something, I'm literally not being useful. And then obviously, like I said, you have to reprogram that mentality when you're coming into this whole industry. Because literally with this industry on a monthly basis, could probably be catching what 15 trades. So just
But if you look at my charts here, this month here, I only take like 1 trade, 2 trade, 3 trade, 4 trade, and 5 trade on EURUSD, the whole month. And if you see like the entries that I'm taking and the areas that moves that are happening from, is actually crazy. Because after I realized this, I was backtesting, I was like, I can actually take at least about maybe I can go 5 trade a month. I can not lucky maybe closer to 10, you know what I mean? So from then I just start to be more self-aware and just try to cut my trades as much as I can.
exactly. That's what I said. When you're coming to, you need to reprogram your whole. I'm not to that extent, but reprogram obviously, because obviously the way people do things in the outside world is completely different to the way people do this with financial markets. Literally, like there's, I think I know a few people. They're more is a friend of mine. Is more of a position sort of trader. Literally, I think he takes what 1-2 positions on a monthly basis, and that's him done for the month. That's he is. I look at him thinking, bro, you're the goat. I'm not gonna lie. And then you get it. And since
Now we're building up,
that's
man. Well, like, we're actually gonna have to stick with that habit and just try to like trade.
like
Let's
literally
trade
try
more
to
money, bro. Imagine, bro. Think about it like this, yeah. If trading is something that you wanted to do forever, yeah. How is it even possible in your brain for you to feel like you actually needs to be traded? Because we're gonna trade in Japan way was crazy mindset. Like imagine in a long run, 2-3 years time, would you wanna still be trading in the same way? I was like, hell nah, bro, I can't take that. So I need to find a way, you know what I mean? That is
Mhm.
when it's like, you know what? There has to be something that can match
You
with your
have
life.
to you have to systemize everything. Like literally, I'm not saying obviously be a scientific, know your whole thing in and out. Try be this, try be that, or no. What I'm saying, just know the fundamental basis of your strategy or whatever you're trading,
Nah, for
and get
sure.
used to it to the point where when you look at the chart, you already know without you even doing anything, without you even looking at left, you already know that okay, looking at these market conditions today, there's no opportunity for me. I'm staying out.
Nah, for sure. Like and the daily time frame and the areas that you marked on will help you to get on that, bro. Because the old me would have been Bilal, I mean we've been there, bro. Bro, I wanna be trading
Damn.
every area I see in the market, bro. Every single area marked up, I wanna trade it. But bro, now it was a headache, man, because I just start to
Crazy,
think
bro.
about my own lifestyle in the future, you know what I mean? Because if I'm going to be a trader forever,
Mhm.
at some point you're gonna have family, you're gonna have a lot of things going on.
Exactly. You because
It's
obviously
that trading takes so much energy from me when I'm just trying to
bro,
trade,
it's
trade,
draining, bro.
trade. So I'd rather build this habit right now and then grow with that. Muy mal, bro.
Because obviously, this is what they say. Obviously, don't look at your 100 trades. Base your performance on the upcoming 1,000 trades that you're gonna be taking on your whole lifetime, maybe. Meaning that obviously don't base your whole performance on solely what 10, 15, 20 trades, but base your whole performance. Look at your whole performance based on maybe 1,000 trades that you're going to be taking in the future. Do you get it? When if you're able to shift your mindset like that, then trust me, everything flows very naturally. Like forget about hitting a home run today, 10 15, 20, 10 8 whatever it is. But yeah, just take it a step at a day. Okay, this a percentage perspective, then everything is different.
Nah,
You look at this whole industry in a different lenses, to be honest. Trust me.
nah, but like we're doing it, man, slowly.
Because
But again, like I feel like there was no other way for us to find out, or that is the end goal for trading without going through this health, anyways. You know what I mean?
exactly, it's experience. Like literally, which is experience.
Nah, yeah, bro. Like,
If you look at obviously my portfolio right now, I think I've been averaging what 3% on a monthly basis, 200k.
yeah.
3% of a 200k, how much is that? What 6k?
Yeah, about 6,000.
There
Because
you go.
3% on 100K
That's
is 3,000 and 200K is 6,000. 6,000 a month is a lot of
bro.
money, bro.
That's more than the average person in the whole world, bro.
Bro, matter of fact, 1,000, if you make 1,000 from trading a month, bro, that's a lot of money, bro.
Bro,
Bro,
because
500 is a lot of money, bro.
people don't understand. Bro, do you know what I'm saying? Do you know how hard it is to extract money out of this industry? People don't understand,
No, Allah be like,
Bro,
bro.
bro, bear in mind you're competing with people that are 100 times maybe smarter than us. We're competing against people that have the best technologies than us. And then you're trying to extract money from those people. Bro, be grateful that you're able to average a TUR on a monthly, a TUR per trade, 3% on a monthly basis, 4% on a monthly basis. When I have conversations with people and they tell me that I'm averaging 10-15% on a monthly basis, I'm like, definitely,
Just think about it. For you to be able to actually make 15% consistently on the charts, bro. That requires a lot of work. Not just work, bro. Mentally too.
over trading, bro.
It's
Over
really
doing it over. You get it, bro? Just looking at these charts on a daily basis, people don't understand how tiring it is. It might seem like just looking at charts going up and down, but bro, the amount of information that's behind it is crazy, bro. People don't understand, and then that's what.
Bro, do you get tired? Do you get tired throughout that day? I'm gonna chat no kohane, bro.
Bro, sometimes I'll be like, especially obviously if you're kind of waiting for the setup to sort of materialize, bro,
It's
it's
really
crazy. I'm like, I sometimes be sitting in front of my laptop. I'm like, you know what, this might not come to my zone. Shall I do this? Shall I do that? But then I remember, I'm not trying to be in this game for a year, 2 years, 3 years. I'm trying to be in this game for 10, 15, 20, 50 years, maybe. Exaggerating.
probably for the rest of my life. So before
Exactly.
then, I'm just gonna have to lock in on the chart, bro. Make it simple for you, bro. Well,
It,
I
it,
feel
it,
like
it's
that
just
is that is what is actually helping me a lot, man. Like, cause trying to make it simple for myself, you know what I mean? Cause like I said, bro, I don't want to just be trading. I want to be trading with peace of mind, like
exactly.
having multiple trade or trying to like take different trade. You're not gonna feel comfortable with it, and it's always just going to be in your mind right there.
Exactly.
The moment you feel like start to get calm with it, bro, you're good, bro. Like if you make 100 a day, you're good. You're good, bro.
I've seen a reel. I think it was on IG. This person said that a lot of the mistakes that obviously a lot of us traders do is the fact that we don't appreciate the how quick we're making that money from a setup. You get it? For example, if you're working outside, maybe if you're earning £100 a day, just for argument's sake, and then you're making that within 8 to 10 hours, 12 hours maybe, and then you come on the chart, you're making that the same £100 within 10, 15, or even an hour's time, and you're not trying to appreciate that. Then tell me what kind of human being you are. Do you get it?
Nah, for sure, bro. Wallahi. Yo, Bilal, what's your Instagram, bro? Is it deactivated?
I don't have Instagram, bro. I don't
You, you,
have social media.
this,
I'm
this,
I'm
guy- this
I'm
guy
looking now,
Bro, wallahi.
now this guy is super focused right now, and then I like
Nah,
that.
I'm
you
focused
focus,
now. I
wallahi.
don't have a time for this shit, yo.
Come on, bro. Wallahi, we're locked in, bro.
No, kaling ito ko kunduhinan.
I was going through my pictures and stuff like that. I have old setups, the way I was marking, my charts and stuff like that. It's funny. I laugh at it and then compare it to now. I'm like, yo, it's crazy how long I've literally come along this way. But yeah, man, if you're trying to, because obviously, social media, there's a lot of people that, try to play with your head, this, that, blah, blah, blah. And I hate that. I'm not gonna
Oga
lie.
lengi
Oga lengi mani de brako.
oga lengi kienga. Kiege Sange tayo muntay.
Bro, sanga
Social
time
media
on
mga
time.
tino.
Bro, hindi ko so life can't it gets more serious, even more. Because that's why sometimes you look at some people like, bro, how you not even trying to do something for you though? Like, forgot about trading or anything like that. Like, just for yourself in general.
Anyway,
How do you feel? How do you even feel like throughout your day and have nothing in your mind, like a life that you would like to do or something? Bro, it's actually crazy, man. Bro.
sanga tayo maganda rin.
Things are actually getting super, super expensive, bro. And the only way for you to actually feel like, okay, maybe you might be able to take advantage of this in future, bro, your work life is not gonna be something that will guarantee you that for you to
Trust
have like those things in your life. You know what I mean? It's like at least once you start to learn some skill that hopes is on something regardless of what you know in the long run. Because bro, a business that you're trying to learn, if you really know and you believe in it, okay, in the long run, this is gonna pay me off. You wouldn't really be scared of like, okay, I might not make it.
me.
You always have a confidence towards something that you know, okay, this might pay off in the long run. So
It's like I think I've been posted a question saying that, or I've seen it rather. They were asking me if they tell you that you're on this journey and then you're only five failures away from making it out of five failures from actually succeeding. Are you gonna push hard or are you not gonna push hard?
now you have to, bro. Imagine if they tell us right now, "Kubeni sugar town ke hoye ke ngola ke
Only
ni."
five.
Yo,
If ato ko ngani five failure ho onan kinyagang contact ni nobe. Are we gonna push hard or are we not gonna push hard?
bro, I feel like you would not go to
So
sleep.
this is what I'm saying, bro. You wouldn't sleep a whole bro for months and
And
days.
the trade, you know how I start to translate trading as well more after I finish like reading like trading in the zone and all of that. Bro, I was thinking because the example that gives there is actually making sense. Because if they tell us right now, everyone that trade in the market, you only have a chance to take 10 more trades throughout your lifetime. Those 10 trades, you have to choose to take it. Would you go in the market and take a random trade? Because you know you only have 10
Blindly.
trades.
You wouldn't.
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes when you start to apply those logic in your brain, it actually holds you back. You know what I mean? Because for you to take advantage of those 10 trade, you know, okay, if there's probability you're gonna win 7 trade and lose 4 trade, you wouldn't just go and start to be like, okay, I have 10 trade. Let me just go in the market. 10 trade is all I need. Place 10 trade, 10 trade, 10 trade. You know, that's all you got in
I
your
mean,
lifetime. You wouldn't do that.
and then it's funny that you touch on this on that point. You know, when you look at the obviously the pro firms and stuff like that, people think that they have 100K account, but in reality, you only have the risk that they've allowed you to risk. For example, I think on a 100K account, you're allowed to risk 10%. That's what on a 100K account, 10%. Well, that's 10,000, I guess, no?
10,000. And it,
That they have that 100K, but in reality, you only have that 10,000. So
nah,
if
for
you're
sure.
able to understand that and you're able to play your risk within the 10,000 sort of lenses, then obviously everything becomes a bit more easier. Because people just want to go there and then just get it done in a day, 2 or 3 days, like
Nah,
I said.
Bilal, I feel like it's all about the immature mindset we have when we coming into the chat, bro. Some of these things we just gonna go through them. Once you start to learn them, though, you will be good, bro.
Mhm.
Because, bro, there's so much thing that attached to when it comes to money. You know, what I mean, and we never been taught of those things. So, if you don't have no one that will hold you accountable or that someone that you talk to about this thing, you're gonna have to do that mess works for you to learn. So, and yeah, man, we learn the hard way sometimes though, and it's good. Sometimes it's bad. It slows you down, but that's the only options you
But
got.
it's good. I
Bro, I feel like all of us that are sat here
crazy.
right now, we are gonna make it. And through the chats, bro, if failure would have stopped us, we would have quit trading already time ago, bro.
I am a go.
Time ago, bro. But it's like there is something to it, man. Like the person you trying that is building inside you is more valuable than the money, most likely sometimes. So,
Nakawara, yeah.
all right, Bilal, bro. Inshallah, bro.
Yeah,
We'll
man, go to
catch
read,
up.
man. So see you soon, inshallah.
We'll see you, bro. Well, I thank you for
Um,
joining, bro.
Bilal will be.
Hello, man.
Boy, Bilal.
Man's coming soon in money, alright, yeah.
Nani ngala, bro. Ahora sí, bro, porque ya tienes tiempo aquí, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Inshallah. Alright, guys.
Inshallah, bro. Take
Bye,
care, man.
man.
Assalamualaikum. And the week is done. We're probably gonna catch up on Thingy Friday. So yeah,
Friday.
bro. Like trading, it's all doing good, bro. These Sunday calls, I feel like they're gonna change a lot of things.
100%, man. They're gonna change. I mean, they're gonna keep you a bit more accountable for your actions that you're gonna take, and then they're gonna make you think prior to you doing certain things, which is in a sense is good. It helps you keep that discipline that you've always kind of laid to yourself. So I guess it's a good thing. It's just a case of being consistent, because obviously motivation is just motivation, but it's the hardest thing in life. I feel like it's just being consistent. Keeping that same thing and doing it consistently, taking that one step every single day towards the goal. I feel like it's the hardest thing, because motivation end of the day comes and goes. So what are you gonna do whenever you're not motivated? You get it. So that's why I'm a heavy believer on consistency. And yeah, let's just all be consistent, disciplined, obviously stick to our rules, trade your setup, and plan your trade and trade your plan. So that's
Nah, for sure. Nah, for sure.
most,
That is what we're gonna do for the rest of the. Now we feel like less pressured anyway, especially seeing the market move from our areas.
yeah.
It's like there is nothing much that you need to do because you already the market gave you what you were expecting. So the remaining for this is just come down to you. Even before you take a trade, think about it twice and just
Yeah.
as long as you fit the plan,
Simple
execute.
questions, simple questions that I normally ask myself before I even take anything. Okay, is it fundamentally backed? One, is it within my plan? Number two, is it within my time, my obviously volume based time? If all of those boxes are ticked, then I'm taking the trade, no hesitation, lose or win, and let it be to that.
Yeah, man, inshallah, bro. That is literally about it, then, bro. We're just
Mm.
gonna let the market do whatever you gotta do,
Man.
and we'll probably catch up back on Friday as well. We'll be here.
Allah, man.
Nah, bro,
Suleiman,
inshallah.
you see Suleiman, okay, we'll talk about it on Friday, man. I feel like everyone's talking about
Bro,
it.
tell him, bro. We will
This
talk
is good,
about it.
bro.
He's gonna have to do some chat breakdown
No,
at
this is what
least.
I'm saying. At least try. At least, let's see
Nah, bro.
your point of view. Maybe your point of view might be a bit different from mine to and Sule's. That's good.
Nah, but yeah, man. Inshallah, Lamin, bro. Onanya kemoy, bro.
Inshallah,
We'll
man.
see you on Friday. Assalamu alaikum,
Take
bro.
care, man. Same.
Bye. Okay. Chat. That is another 1 hour video for you full of information. So with that being said, we are gonna have to go. Inshallah, man.
Inshallah, man. In, bro.
We're locked in, bro.